Where'd she just go? Oh, no, she went around the truck. She got out of the truck, went around the truck. I just flicked myself with this thing. Oh my goodness. We actually feel human today. Feel a bit more human. Oh no, got back in. Okay, well then, I guess they're not coming in here. And drinking coffee. We're actually drinking, well, both of us drank coffee this morning. And we had eggs for breakfast. Like, what? Who are we? Sarah and I both said we feel human today. Finally, after a week of absolute chaos. Not even going to kid you guys. Like, we've officially been in the RV for a week because we moved in last Monday. So we have been in the RV a week. Gosh, how has it already been? Like, it's Thursday. We've been in the RV for a week and 2 days, a week and 3 days. Holy cow. The first night was absolutely horrible. And not because the RV is horrible, because the RV is not horrible. As a matter of fact, both of us love the RV. It was because we had been moving all day and both of us were like super sore. And then her mattress in her room, we got rid of it last night finally. And the mattress up on the overhead are a bit like, hers was like solid cement. Like that mattress in there was, I wouldn't even count it as a mattress. It's like a freaking hard ass slab. Mm-hmm. We got rid of that last night and put in the big memory foam mattress for her. But the mattress over the top of the cab is totally fine. I didn't realize that there was a bunch of cables and books laying underneath the mat on the front overhead cab. So when I tried to lay down that night, I felt like everything hurt. And so I was already sore and then I couldn't get comfortable and whatnot. So I ended up sleeping down on turning the table into the bed. And that was super comfortable. But didn't you have a house? Yeah, Kelly, we moved out of my grandpa's house. Yeah, we got rid of it. No, we moved out of my grandpa's house. We were living in my grandpa's property, because I can talk today. Property. Sarah and I want to be able to just go when we want to. So Sarah and I ended up we got a big RV, you guys. So we decided to get something that had a bedroom in it with the bunk in it, with like all the amenities that we needed, like that we were comfortable with. And it was, as a matter of fact, it was Sarah who presented it. She was the one that was like, this was, by the way, guys, this isn't like we just drop of a dime said, oh, we're going to move. We've been like working on finding an RV for probably the last 8 months. And it's been a hell of a road. And we just kept running into like roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. And then one thing after another would happen. And it was like, come on, something's just got to work in our favor. And we finally found the one. And it happened to be the right person came along with us and worked with us. So we were able to finally get what we were looking for. I'll explain some more of it. And then we're going to do like a tour of the RV with you guys live. But 1 second, I've got a customer. 1 second, be right back. Well, hello there.
Hi.
How are you?
Pretty good.
All right.
I need some flints.
Flints? I do, as a matter of fact.
Beautiful. We have 2 of those.
2 of them, ladies? All right. Is that it for you today?
Yeah.
All right. $6.35. You need a baggie for him? All right.
Bunch of ones out there.
Heck yeah, I will take them. The bank is stingy.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to go in there this morning and run me with them about needing quarters. They'd give me like one roll of quarters to last me the whole week, and I'm like, I've got an entire 4 days of 10-hour shift to run. One roll of quarters isn't going to get me through a 10-hour day.
No. How much are your cigarettes here?
Depends. All of our prices are
Oh.
prices are marked right in front of what the brand price is. So
Do you have Winston Light 100?
we do not have Winston's. We don't even carry Winston.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's close to it?
We got your Marlboros. A lot of people go either Edgefield or Fortuna if they're going for something similar. I'm not a big fan of Fortunas, which is why we don't really sell them very often, so we've knocked them down. But Edgefield seems to be the next one. We only carry Edgefield though in the West. In the red and in the white.
That's $9.95.
No, they are, Edgefields are $6.25. Sorry, that's 60.
Okay. You got something down here, but I still got some $9 up there.
Right.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. You have a great day, hon.
You too.
Okay. Oh, go away, Avast. But yeah, you guys, we'll have to do like a full walkthrough with you guys because right now we're still adjusting everything. But Rigby and Gracie are okay. Put it this way: Rigby loves the RV. I think he thinks it was meant for him. He is the happiest cat I've ever seen. Like he gets up in my bunk and he just like rolls around up there and he stretches and he gets up inside the window in the front. He climbs up inside my curtain thing and lays in it like it's a hammock and just chills out looking out at everything. It's so funny. Gracie, however, has lost her damn noodle. One, she's a grounded cat. So if you guys don't know what that means, she's a crippled cat. So she has crippled back legs. She can walk, like, don't get me wrong, but she has like, oh, he's good. He's hey, Tonks, you want to say hi? Hey, wait, you want to say? So there's Tonks and look at Winnie Bear. She's down for the count. She's out. Aw, hi, Tiger. And look at that face. Are you saying hi to everybody, old man? Yeah, he's looking at me like, what? What'd you make me get up for? Such a noob. So yeah, he comes to work with me, if you guys are wondering. But Gracie, she's got really bad back legs. She was badly injured as a kitten, and she can't really walk very well. So when she jumps off of things, she usually re-injures or causes herself to get inflammation, and then she can't walk because then her back legs completely stop working on her. So she has had the zoomies the last 2 days. Yeah, he's a great boy. Right. So she ended up hurting herself again. And so we got home last night from work and she was laying down. Like if you've ever been in an RV, like the big driving ones, because we're in a big Class C, a 29-foot Class C. So it's big. When you get into them, when you open the passenger door or the driver's door, you've got to step in, then step up into the seat. So when you close the door, there's the seat, and then there's like this drop down between the seat and the doorway. There's a step. We found her in that area last night. And when I picked her up out of there, she just would not put any weight on her leg, which made it really easy for me to get her in the little kennel. So we have discovered the best way to deal with her is at night, because she's very nocturnal. At night, the best thing for her is to put her in the kennel during the nighttime to force her to go to sleep at night. Mm-hmm. And then be up during the daytime where she's got light in the RV. She can see what she's doing. And so that's what we've started doing with her. So she'll be fine. She just has to be kenneled at night. Like she has to be in a small space at night to keep her protected. She was going so bonkers that she kept knocking things off the countertop. She was knocking stuff off the table because we're still adjusting everything. I think we only have the one thing left, that one totes, the last one left to sort. And once we sort that out, everything will be put away. We've already got Sarah's room is all done. It's all put together. The only thing we haven't done yet is put the TV up. Once we get the TV up, we won't have to worry about the cats knocking the TV down. And then the other TV goes into like my bunk space, but I don't even know if I'm going to put it up there, to be honest. I have my all-in-one computer that I might go ahead and hook up there, but we're not sure yet. We're still in the air about it. But I think in all honesty, I'm probably not going to put a TV up there. I think if Sarah and I want to watch movies, we'll just kick back on her bed. She's got a bedroom in this thing. Like it's a big bedroom in the back with a big queen size bed in the back. So that's like her space. And then the baby, we have a really awesome, like fold out, pop out bassinet. that is like this. I've never seen a travel bassinet so sturdy in my life. But he's got a bassinet for now, and then as he gets bigger, we're going to get him a pack and play, like playpen thing that we have a mattress, like an actual like mini crib mattress for. So he'll actually have something a lot more comfortable to sleep in, whatnot, once he's bigger. That works up to like 6 months old. So he'll be able to be in that. She's doing much better today. She's having a really rough day yesterday. I think I have either intestinal flu or bad side effects to new. Oh yeah. No, Sarah and I just got over having we're not quite fully over it, but both of us caught the flu. No, it wasn't COVID. I know a lot of people be like, "Did you sure you didn't have COVID?" We didn't have COVID. Just, I think people keep forgetting that just because there is COVID, that there's still the other things too. So there's still the seasonal flu. There's still like a basic cold, and both of us caught the flu. And go figure that we both caught the flu at the exact same time that we were moving into the RV last week. We both got sick starting like Saturday. We started feeling it. And then by Sunday evening, we both felt like we'd been hit by a truck. No, Kelly, she's way too soon. The baby's not due till April. Yeah, I know. Prepper. I know that. Like, we know that they are a COVID. I know. They're actually a coronavirus, not a COVID. But yes, they are a coronavirus. Oh wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, we both got our testing done, everything. We didn't have that. We had like what the doctor said, which was your normal basic like seasonal flu. Which happens. So the fact is that Sarah and I have been literally 2 years, these past 2 years, where neither of us has even caught like a basic cold. So to finally catch something after 2 whole years of not having had any problems. Yeah, I was telling the other people, oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, coronavirus. So, because that's the thing, is people think coronavirus is automatically COVID, and it's like, no. Coronavirus is the common cold. There's multiple different forms of coronavirus. So it just depends which like strain you get. But yeah, it's just and now we're dealing with like the aftermath. So like all the drainage that comes with having a beautiful flu and chest cold. Yeah. Yeah, he's got the best eyes. Look at that baby bump. There's that baby. There's that baby. There you go. Hooky hams. I know that your poor underwear just squeezed your belly.
No, well, I don't really have a choice on that.
Know.
So
use autocorrect, but it has a mind of its own. Don't I know it? Yeah. Look at the baby. Look at that baby. I know that it's so tight up here. He likes to wiggle his booty up here, like this side right here. He loves putting his booty right here. Is he punching? He's like punching because she stood up. Yeah, he's oh my gosh, he's such a dorky dog, you guys. You don't even know. This dog is so dorky.
He literally fought with me in the car.
Yeah, he was arguing with Sarah in the car where to put his head at, because we don't know why. He's got the whole back seat. And for some reason, when we're traveling, he puts his face right, like he will lean his paws down on the floorboard and get his face right next to us. But then he turns his face towards Sarah, and the whole time we're trying to drive, he's going at her, and he's old for one. And so he doesn't have the best smelling breath as a dog for two. And the older dogs get, the worse their breath smells. And she's pregnant, so her sniffer picks up every smell like big time. And so she kept gagging. And so I'm trying to make him move away. Finally, I get the bucket thing between our seats so we can't stick his face through there anymore. And he looked at me like he was so offended. Mm-hmm. Like, how dare you make me sit back here? I was like, I'm sorry, but you're about to make her throw up, like plain and simple. So I went online and looked at the different things. I'm going to get a thing that goes between the driver's seat and the passenger seat. Yeah, when I'm in the car, he'll just stay back behind there. Yeah, and I got out to go get change for the register. And as soon as I got out, he pushed himself forward and got right next to her and started doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "Oh my God." And as soon as I came back out and I went to open the door, he sat himself all the way back like,
Mhm.
"Hey, Mom." This dog. I love this dog. I know, right? So I was like, "You jerk." But he was so offended that I made him sit back. He
Mhm.
was like, "How dare you?" Yeah, it was way funny. But he's my baby. I mean, he's almost 11 years old, you guys. Can you believe that? Like, Tonks is almost 11. It's crazy. I see that tail. I know, I do. I see. Yeah, see? Everybody hears you too. Everybody's like, what are you doing? You look chunkier on camera. Yeah, you do. You look chunky. You look like you actually have some weight on you. He's very skinny right now, you guys. You can't tell on camera. He actually looks so healthy on this viewfinder. He does not look that good right now. Oh, big stretch. That is a big one. Yeah, I know. We're actually getting an appointment booked for him. I'm concerned about his weight. He looks really great on camera, but you guys, he does not look that good in person. Like, he's very thin. Like, he has me concerned. And as you guys know, Tonks has always got a really good, healthy body structure. And his weight I've been very strict with making sure he always stays in a very healthy weight. He has lost roughly around 6 pounds recently. And so I'm concerned because he is eating still. He's doing all the things he's supposed to do. But he's losing weight. And I'm noticing it really badly, like in the shape of his head and in his hips. So we're going to get a couple of the one tumor on the back of his head and the one on his thigh, we already know are benign. Those were tested forever ago. They're just fatty, fibrous little tumors. There's nothing medically necessary to remove them. Like, there's no point in putting him through a surgery, and they're super small. But the other day I noticed a lump probably about that big, and it's right on his upper chest area. And I noticed it the other day when I was doing his brushing and was scratching his chest, and I was like, "What is that?" And so I started feeling for it, and I realized it's definitely another tumor. Yeah, he's a very muscular, like very trim built dog. Like, he's not bulky. He's 70. Well, normally he would be 70 pounds. Right now he's like 62, 63 pounds. So this guy coming in here. Yeah. So give me a second, guys. I've got a customer. 1 second. Well, hello there. How are you? I know I'm short. I can't see me behind the little. Doesn't sound familiar here, but we do have an entire humidor back there if you want to look at our cigar collection.
I'm just looking for something like Swisher or.
Well, we have the Swisher Sweets,
Yeah.
and then we do have the Swisher Cigarillos, which are the 2-pack,
Yeah.
the big tall ones. So we do carry these out here, but any of our actual cigars, genuine cigars, are going to be kept in here. Yeah. Otherwise, we only carry Swishers, and then we carry Dijons, which are a clove cigar. They're like a cigar with cloves. So it's like the cigar is back in the clove. Cloves, like the same thing you can put on your hand and smoke.
Oh.
Menthol is going to be for these for go. These are just regular cigarettes.
Oh, those are cigarettes.
Yeah, these up from the Dijon or the Dunhills up to the cigarettes. These here over this row right here is all cigars. So this is a menthol in your Dijon. Try a pack of that.
Kind of on something really light.
Okay. Yeah.
Something light.
All right, 9:58. Yeah, no, my daughter and I just got our RV. We just went into it. We're not parked yet. We're all the way from my grandparents' property until we can find something available. Nothing's available right now. Everybody's booked up.
Yeah.
I work here, so we're trying to get here with the RV, but we have to wait till. Yep. Yeah, that's what they said. So far, we've checked out all the camper, all the, what we call snowbirds in here. Yeah, so.
Can I look around your store?
Oh, no, go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you just get out, huh? I had somebody else say that the other day. I was like, no, you can't look. You have to go. You have to go. All right, Tracy, I'll see you later. Yeah, when he was like, when you guys first met Tonks on the videos, he was 3. He was 3 years old. Yeah. Yeah, once they start to get older, yeah, they start losing muscle tone. They start to kind of become weaker. All right, Tracy, we'll see you later. Take it easy. Have fun at your meeting. Sarah and I came prepared today. We brought sandwiches and stuff today. Yesterday, we both brought a soup. That was a mistake because we were so hungry at lunchtime that we ended up eating, and then we had nothing the rest of the day. So that was fun.
You don't sell any of your old advertising signs, do you?
No, he doesn't let us sell any of them.
There was a guy in California. I tried to buy that backwoods out.
Yeah, well, because we still sell backwoods, that's why he wouldn't sell those. And anything that's metal, he isn't going to get rid of. He would take it and do something with it metal wise.
Keep it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Hey, no problem. You have a great day. Oh, for clarinet lessons? Nice. Yeah, it's been that long. Can you guys believe that? Like when we first started putting vlogs up, when we started posting videos was in 2014. And now it's 2022. So I want to punch this chair. This chair is the most annoying thing in the world. And like you barely touch it and it comes popping off there. You're like, you've got like a whole arm to go on and it comes flying off there in just like the slightest touch. No, you guys weren't there when we got Tonks. Tonks we got way before we started vlogging. I already had him. I got Tonks back in 2011. So he was a itty bitty puppy. I got him in 2011. And when we started vlogging, he was 3. He was already 3 years old when we started vlogging. So I had him and Akira, and we actually have a video. Before we started really vlogging, we had actually filmed ourselves for Christmas for 2013. And that was the last video we got of Akira before she was killed by the break-in. Yeah, Godric is the one we got on video, like when you guys were with us. Like we went all the way out to New Mexico and got him. But yeah, so actually we went all the way through New Mexico and we were in New Mexico to get him. And we went to where my mother was staying at that time. But yeah, Godric's he's still around. He's with Taylor. He lives here in Havasu with Taylor. So he definitely is Taylor's dog. That dog loves that boy. They always say like animals pick their person. And Godric definitely loves Taylor. Like that's whenever Taylor would be gone or whatnot, and he would hear Taylor's voice over the phone or anything, he would whine and cry because he could hear Taylor but couldn't see him. So it's good for him that he's with Taylor. So, and then Tonks is my baby. I've had him, like I said, when we first started videoing, I had actually did a video where I talk about like what Tonks was going through when Akira died. Like that was his buddy. That was his partner. Like him and Akira were like stuck on each other like glue. And for days I couldn't get Tonks to eat. And I was reaching out, trying to like send that out to Facebook when I made that video. That video, I don't even know if I ever even posted that video to YouTube. I don't think I did. I think it only went up on Facebook. I had made a video asking like family and stuff, like, what do I do? because we tried everything. Like the vet gave us all kinds of things that we could try to get him to eat and drink. And he just was not eating. And he was so sad. And he would just lay there and cry right after she died. And so it was devastating to watch him go through that grieving process. It was about 2 weeks before we finally got him to eat something. But he did finally, after about 5 days, it was like 5 days, he finally got up and got a drink of water. And we were like, oh, he's drinking some water. Thank goodness. 'Cause I was freaking out. Sorry, the baby's moving. So I'm like, my attention got distracted. He's kicking Sarah right now. Well, yeah, we got a cute little seat here for him at the shop. So he'll have his own chair. So now he's got a seat in the shop for the baby.
I have to make sure that I remember that's there. She's like, before there's a baby, and I was like, it'll be moved before he's.
Yeah, I'm gonna rearrange all of
And
this
I was like,
before he gets
I'm
here.
not gonna have my son just sitting way over here next to you and me being over there.
No,
So I
because
have
this is gonna get moved like all the way over that way. I'm gonna pull this extension cord
as much
through.
as I love him with him being over here. She constantly messes with him.
Yeah, no, he's not gonna stay there because we're also gonna like clear all these bottom stickers and move them upward. And then this way we can make this wall right here, this area, we're gonna put a travel, like a pack and play. We're getting just like a basic ass plastic packet plastic. Oh my god. I don't want to talk anymore. A basic ass pack and play. As I say ass, Sarah's ass was right there. But yeah, we're gonna get a pack and play that's gonna go here. Just a basic one. We're not getting one with the bassinet and all that in it. It's just a basic one for here in the shop. It's gonna be here, and then we have his little bouncy seat that's also gonna be here. Nice expression. You're completely covered by the chair, by the way, which is super funny.
Her face.
Oh my god. Winnie Bear's like, food? You're getting food, right? You're getting food out of there, right? Mom, you're getting food. Winnie Bear's staring, like Sarah opened the mini fridge and Winnie Bear's all. She's like, yeah, this seriously, Winnie Bear thing. Make sure you get the one that doesn't have the big fat, huge bologna.
Great job. I'm mixing them up.
Well, I put my 3 to one side and your 4 to the other. Because Sarah's not like she's like, okay, bologna and cheese, but she's not like the one. I bought the wrong bologna, so I used it for me. Because she is not a fan of like I bought thick cut bologna, not realizing I bought the thick cut because they were side by side, and I bought the wrong one. I don't like thick cut either because it is just way too much bologna in comparison to cheese and bread. It's like putting 3 pieces of regular cut bologna together. It's freaking huge. And Sarah's like, no. She saw that the first time. She's like, what is that? That's wrong. But yeah. I'm sorry. We need to get your belt out and get you to start wearing your belly band. She's 7 months pregnant, by the way, guys. So if anybody's wondering, Sarah is now, she'll be 30 weeks in a couple of days. Like, what? So there's 10 weeks
Ready,
left.
but not ready.
Yeah, I know. She's like, I'm ready to hold him, but I'm not ready yet. But yeah, he's all in her rib cage now. 10 weeks left, baby girl. 10 weeks left. Like, yeah, she's like, yeah, no, I haven't had bologna. Yosef. Hi, Yosef. But yeah, so yeah, every time we open the refrigerator in the RV or anytime I'm at the sink, like washing dishes, I get a full-blown stare down from Winnie Bear. She's like, what are you making? What are you doing? I'm like, Winnie Bear, relax. You've been fed. Like this morning, they got really spoiled this morning. I did their food and then I heated up because I'll explain it all in a minute. But anyway, I made them eggs to go in their food. So yes, you can technically feed dogs raw egg. However, there's still a massive risk of salmonella. So you don't really want to do that. It is great for their coat and stuff. And sometimes you can even add some shell in there. But it's really like if you're going to give your dogs eggs, scramble them up and cook them and pour them over, which is what I did this morning. Just acted like he was Oh, I know. I remember Brady used to scream at me whenever I would open anything. Sure, I'll take a Riggy here. But yeah, so I'm good. I'm really good. But yeah, so the dogs got fed their regular food mixed with scrambled eggs, some rice, and then the only way to get Tonks to eat recently is I have to put hot water in his food and then let it get a little bit softer. He's to a point where he won't eat anything crunchy. If it's even the slightest bit of a crunch, he's just like, no. I miss the weeks. Oh yeah, the week. Yeah. Brady used to screech at me whenever I would open anything, like anything. It didn't matter what it was. It could be a carton of milk. He'd hear the cap twist and he was like, hey, there's something happening. Yeah, I miss that dude. Like, he would have lived a lot longer had he not gotten poisoned, which I was so sad about the E. coli poisoning. Like, I was so sad. I know Sarah's like, he was supposed to be my guinea pig. He was supposed to be Sarah's guinea pig. And Sarah tried everything, like to try to hold him and cuddle. He just was not having it. But then he would, as soon as I would come into a room, he would start chirping at me and want me to come and say hi to him. And I was like, you're supposed to be Sarah's guinea pig. Though I have to admit, Flower loved Sarah so much that she flew out of a box right into Sarah's face. She was like, hold me. I don't think I've ever seen a guinea pig launch itself like that before. Like, ever. I've never until that day seen a guinea pig launch itself. And she didn't either. She just launched herself at you and then just was like, hold me.
No, you have to be in the box.
But the scream, you guys, the scream that came from Sarah was guttural. And like, it scared her so bad. I can still see it in my head. The reaction that Sarah had when this guinea pig, because she opened the box to look at her and she like had it open and she's looking down at her and she was like, oh, you are so sweet. And she's a long-haired guinea pig, black and white. She looks like a little skunk. And Sarah opens it and she's like, hi, baby. And this freaking guinea pig launched itself straight out of the box, up out of the box at Sarah. And she screamed so loud, it was like this robust, like deep down. Oh my God. I was in tears. I was laughing so hard. She's like, oh my God. I've never in my life seen a guinea pig launch itself that far. Like, she went from Sarah's lap all the way up to her face. It was hilarious. But yeah, she loved Sarah. Like, Flower loved Sarah. And then what's her bucket hated anybody. Honey hated anybody. She didn't like me. She didn't like Sarah. She didn't like nobody. She didn't even like Flower. She killed Flower. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
She kept picking on her.
Yeah, Flower got killed by Honey in the middle of the night. She ended up killing her. I got back from work to find Flower dead because Honey just didn't care about anybody else. And then on top of that, she's one of those guinea pigs where she didn't, like, you could try to get in there to feed her and put food down and stuff, but she would bite you and attack you. So it made it really difficult. So you'd have to like just chuck stuff in there really quick and like get your hands out of the way.
Or if you wanted to stun her for a minute, you poop her on the nose and she's like,
yeah. And then I would have to put her like in a box thing so I could clean the cage out, and getting her in the box was always so much fun. We'd have to like corner her with the box and like scoop her into it and shut it because you couldn't pick her up. Yeah. She would freak out, throw her nails at and trying to trim her nails. Oh boy. No, she was not a guinea pig that even wanted remotely anything to do with being held or touched, or even though I got her as a young baby, like you get them when they're like 3 months old. Got her as a young one. She just wanted nothing to do with, like, no matter how much you tried to handle her, she wanted nothing to do with it. Flower loved it. She loved being picked up and held. Like, if I picked her up and held her, she'd squeak for a second. Then she was just like, oh, thank you for taking me out of there. We even tried doing like a separation stack thing, but it got to the point where Honey figured out to open the one spot to get up there, and she would chase Flower away from any food. So she wouldn't let her eat. And then she just full on attacked her while I was away at work, and she killed her. So and that happens too. Sometimes they just don't get along. And then Honey died a year after Flower did. But yeah, so Honey lived 2.5 years, which is really not that long. Like, guinea pigs can live up to like 5-6 years. But I just think she had such a nasty attitude. She just didn't do so well. Hold on, I've got a customer. Well, hello, sir.
How are you?
Good. No, you're fine. Go right ahead. Your hair is such like a rich color. It's like a shower. Yeah. Yeah, she was one of those angry piggies. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we're in the RV now. We're really we're happy with it. We've got a few things left, I think, to touch upon in there, and there's only one thing that I think both of us are like, this kind of sucks, is there's no pantry. There's like nowhere to really put your groceries, so we're kind of having to
Keep hearing him do it. He goes,
I know he's doing it. But our biggest thing is I'm thinking I'm gonna do a flip-flop of where we have our groceries. Will she ever get more? What do you mean? Like, no, not while we're in the RV. We're not doing guinea pigs again. No, like not at all. A baby is already going to be a lot of work.
I wanted a mouse or a rat.
Yeah. Khaleesi's hilarious, though. She's freaking funny. Sarah does have a hamster, which we do have in the RV, by the way. Most people would never even guess where she's at. Yeah, you'd never spot her.
She has her own little spot, but we have to get her in her bedding. So
yeah, we're going to pick that stuff up in the morning. All her stuff's over in the storage unit. But... Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she makes her little home.
We'll have to let you guys figure it out when we show you guys the RV. I'm not going to tell you guys where she is. You guys will have to figure it out because nobody would even notice it. Like, honestly, you don't even notice her at all. And then when you realize that she's there, you're like, oh, that's creative. Yeah. So, and the spot we picked, we had to pick because she chews on everything. So we had to pick a spot where she had no way to reach anything vital that she could chew on. Mm-hmm. And she keeps cracking us up because she went from having, like, we got a picture of her with her cheeks and stuff normal. And then she got mad at us because we moved her one thing. Oh, she's in a cage. You just don't notice her cage. We've blended her cage in to a part of the RV. So... yeah, I'll have to share it. But her next picture, we got her. She's fully packed with all her food. Mm-hmm. All right. Find a few today?
Yeah, still low in there, huh?
Yeah, I'm supposed to pick up a bunch of stuff on Saturday and have it here for Sunday. We'll see what all we got in. Because he's going through it all today to get everybody's stuff distributed. We shall see what happens. Stitch. All right, one over. All right. Did you need a cutter? You stay over there, Thomas. Stay over there. Just look at me like, oh. I've offended you twice today. Lay down. Lay down. He just looked at me like, whatever. Why don't we have such sassy animals? This machine, it makes me so mad sometimes. I think I need a receipt to some days it works great, and then other days the machine's like, I don't know, I'm confused. Sign bottom of that for me. This is your guy. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. You have a great day.
Thank you.
I don't know. I mean, just finding RV space would be great.
Right?
Yeah.
See, they're selling those ones up at Victoria Farm for like,
For a space,
well, yeah, it comes with, a lot of them have like,
for all the hookups.
they have that, and then they have that little half a casita thing, you can't sleep in there. And you can hook up your washer dryer.
Right, like a garage kind of thing. Yeah, and that would be amazing. But we're just want an RV space. We just got our RV. We moved into it a week ago. So freaking happy. I'm like, it's mine. I don't pay nobody's rent or mortgage or none of that. Like, it's mine. And now we just need a space out here.
But like, I forget what he's got his, he has to keep doing it.
Yeah, and that's the problem that we're finding is right now because all the smokers are here, they just don't have anything to do.
No.
All right. Take it easy.
See you later.
Bye. All right. See you later, Tracy. But yeah, so we've got Khaleesi in there. We've been weighing back and forth, like whether or not we're going to keep her in there. I think she'll be okay for now. I mean, in all honesty, she's in a really cozy spot and she's not in the way of anything. She's not taking up any extra space. Yeah, she's kind of in a really good spot.
Right now.
Why? What happened?
The thing that I can feel is every time like I move forward around like this, I can feel his leg, like his leg bone rubbing against my rib.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if he's got his leg
like-
folded up right there, yeah, you're gonna feel every bit of it,
And I'm like,
right?
I can hear it in my ears, and I can just
Mhm.
feel it.
And the funny part is it's mostly your uterus muscle between his leg and that, so
But it's still
it's
just-
it's cringy. It's cringy. Sometimes there's parts when the baby moves in there and you're just like, stop. Oh.
He's got some funky little feet though.
Hmm. He likes to just push those little feet right up in there. By the way, we get to see him again on Tuesday. I think that'll be the final ultrasound at this point, because it's kind of unless Dr. Whip decides he needs to like check on something. But other than that, this will be her final one because she'll be 30 weeks at that appointment. So that's kind of where they like stop really doing too much. So we're getting a full 4D live 4D ultrasound session on Tuesday, and that'll be kind of the final one. Which, how much of your water have you drank today? None.
No, I know.
Did you drink some of it today?
Mom, I just sat here and drank some of it.
It just didn't look like it changed. That was the problem I had yesterday drinking this water was I would keep chugging and then I'd look at it and I'm
I
like,
sat here and I opened it and I was drinking it as you were talking about freaking flour.
she's like, I'm drinking it, Mom. Yeah, we're trying to get her hydrated again.
What?
I know, sorry. But we're trying to get her rehydrated. She's been dealing with dehydration. I might take her over on Monday after we get the other appointments and stuff done. Go Monday and maybe take her in just so they can give her an IV and get her filled with fluids the night before her appointment.
Yay, I'm
If
spending my Valentine's Day in the hospital.
maybe, but yeah, she needs an IV. I'm going to call and find out what they charge for the hydration to come over here and give you an IV here at the store. I need to
See,
find
I'm
out what that
drinking
cost.
it. It's not going down.
I know, right? That's what I said. Not even kidding you guys. Sarah and I bought these. Okay. Yes, it's plastic bottle, but we're going to reuse these because we can refill these for a 20 cents.
Oh my god. We
so
can
I bought
freeze and
these.
Freeze them, and that's like the biggest ice pack I've ever seen.
I know, but we bought these so we can refill these and always have these. And there's only 20 cents to refill it at the little place right over here. So we sat here drinking these yesterday. I drank this and it's only down here. I drank a quarter of a gallon and I peed like 5 times in like an hour window. I had to keep peeing and I was finally like, my pee ended up clear, which you don't want it to be completely clear. And so I was like, oh, no, I overdid it. But I sat here, but I also drank an entire like half gallon of aloe vera water before that. So I drank the aloe vera water and then I drank this and it was,
that I drink for aloe vera.
I know, what the heck?
$6.
Like the one that I drink, they're the same size, by the way. They're both half gallons. And I drink the half gallon one and it's only $1.49 for the brand that I buy. Sarah likes the one with watermelon in it.
Pomegranate.
Oh, pomegranate. pomegranate one. And that one for that brand, and it's literally the exact same size thing, is $6
The brand that your mom gets. I don't like that.
because they don't sell anything and no other flavors in the brand that I drink. It only sells it in just plain aloe vera water. And Sarah doesn't like aloe vera, just plain aloe vera water. She likes it with the pomegranate in it or the mango.
I'll
And
drink the regular one if it's in the brand that I.
the Stevia brand. Yeah.
No, you drink the Stevia brand.
Is
I
it
drink
the one?
other
Yeah,
one.
my drink. I don't
It's got
remember.
a longer name.
I threw those away yesterday. They're over. They're right there at the end.
It's got a weird ass long name. I'm picky when it comes to things that I put in my life.
But yeah, we're trying to drink a lot more water, especially because summer's coming up and we want to be like hydrated for one. Two, having too much, not having enough liquid, I should say. Mine's definitely at the line.
Yeah, I know you drink more than me.
But we've both noticed since we got out of the big main house, our congestion has seriously improved. You don't want that? Oh, you're gonna. I almost ran him over. He's gonna freak out. Are you cozy? Yeah, just do that.
I'm so sorry. My hair looks like it tastes to my head.
It's not though. It's like food. It's fuzzy. It's fuzzy.
It needs to be trimmed. So
Yeah.
badly.
You can always wash it in the sink in the bathroom to give it a good wash. We have some good soap in there. I did my hair today, which this, by the way, I'm shocked was way easier to put up this time with my little. I know with my wee little. You guys, I'm not even kidding. It's wee little. It's funny. Sarah gets to giggle about it because it's super funny. It's so cute.
Shit, teeny ponytail.
It's an itty bitty ponytail.
I
But
think-
the more I
think
do that, the
Monday,
quicker it'll
Tuesday,
grow too.
Wednesday.
I know Sarah got a little bit. It's NASA. Every time I think of that now, I always think of Ellie Meekum because of the damn day when she learned how to get on the hoverboard. And she was like, all he kept telling her was, all you have to do is think about moving forward and you'll move forward. And so when she finally figured that out, she was like, this is like NASA. We're like, NASA. The cutest crap ever. Just, yeah, too funny. This one's your making your good baby. Carlisle. I know, right? He's such an active baby, but he's recently been getting crazy at about 5:30 in the afternoon. He goes completely bonkers in there.
Why are you acting like you're dying back here?
He's not. He's just, I don't know. I think he's old and he's recently, and I've noticed, well, first of all, guys, if anybody's wondering, he's an amazing traveler. He loves to go in the car. Like when I get him up in the morning and he gets fed and I'm like, we getting ready for work. He loves that. He loves hearing the word work. And he loves, like, I can walk out of the RV. He will follow me and go straight into the car. I don't have to fight him. I don't have to chase him. I don't have to leash him. As soon as he knows we're going to work, he knows I'm going to the. Oh yeah. All the oil. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. You're really oily. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Your skin is so flawlessly gorgeous right now. Like, because her skin is so extra oily right now, her skin looks so glowy.
I kid you not. Like,
Yeah, it's
That's
just, and she just
disgusting.
wipes it and it just all chunks of this stuff. Like, yeah.
that's-
like all that stuff you guys see on her shirt, that's just from wiping her face off. And she washed her face and everything this morning. But that's how much moisture and oil is in her skin right now. Yeah.
And that's even when I'm not pregnant. It's
Mhm.
gross.
But it's way worse right now because you are pregnant. Oh, that's a big bag of dog food. So we just recently put on a different formula food. He's on stuff that's made specifically for like senior citizen dogs. He's just, I think it's his heart. Remember I told you with that murmur, I think it's just getting worse. That's why I want to make an appointment. I really do think that's the reason why he's dropping weight so drastically is he's working harder to breathe and his heart's not as strong as it used to be. By the way, if you guys have been with us for forever, you guys know, and I've talked about this before, Tonks has a really bad murmur in his heart. Like it's bad. And so he's always been on a medication for it since he was a pup. Another Rigby hair. And you can tell it's a Rigby because of the color change in the middle of the hair. It just hangs out there. Look, it's literally not even sinking. But so Tonks has had a heart murmur since he was a puppy. The time he was really little. It has progressively, as he's gotten older, gotten worse. And now I think that it's become like it's a significant issue at this point because constantly, even when he's sleeping, he's heavy panting. And it could be ice cold around him and he'll be heavy panting. And that's panting is usually what they do to cool themselves or when they're having like low circulation. And so I think he's having problems with circulation. So I know. Do you want some? Do you have your thing in your bag? Oh, you do have your thing in your bag.
These two broke.
Yeah, I'm so
And
mad. I
then
broke my
this
other
one
nail
broke.
again. Like I
And
had
so
these so
now-
gorgeous.
Just,
And we're supposed to do your nails for
I know.
your appointment. Well, we were gonna do. By the way, guys, we canceled the baby shower. If anybody's wondering, you not like you guys are gonna be there or anything, but we canceled the baby shower. We gave everybody like 6 weeks in advance to let them know what date we picked for the baby shower.
Do you have your volume?
Yeah, I do. That's what I was gonna
Mine's
get.
over there.
She's like, I don't want to get up. But we planned the baby shower 6 weeks in advance. And let me do mine real quick and then you can do yours. And then we put out another notice a couple weeks ago for everybody to let RSVP. Let me know if you're still coming. Let me know if there's anything that might need to change or is like the time we're picking conflicting with anybody, any of that. And nobody responded to it. Nobody. The one person that I did talk to on the phone personally that had to cancel, that's not an issue. Because that person is like kind of in the same position I am when it comes to work wise. So that I understood. I knew that was going to end up happening. She kind of suspected it was going to happen. So we already knew like going in even 6 weeks ago that she's going to say, yes, I'm going to be there unless something happens. Well, something ended up coming up. So that we already know. But then I finally reached out and like sent everybody personally a message and was like, hey, yo, this is just a heads up, reminding you the baby shower is on the 15th. I need to make sure that are you still coming? I need a head count so I know how much food I'm purchasing. Because I was going to make homemade tacos and stuff for this thing, which we're still doing, but we're doing it in a different way. Well, I'm still making the tacos, but it's just going to be like a small get together. So we're going to actually go out to Scooters. We're going to do some putt-putt golf. We're going to hang out up there and just kind of, make a date for Carlisle. And then we had other family and stuff, people that were just like, well, let us know like what time you're going to be up there. I'm like, we're going to be up there at the same time we were planning the baby shower, which is 2:00. We're just not going to be out at the big river area. And we're not going to be decorating an entire area with all these decorations and stuff because nobody's going to be there. What's the point? So we're just going to do a chill frigging day. But everybody except for 3 people canceled on us. So it was like,
baby shower decorations.
well, we're going to use them inside the bedroom. We're going to set them up in your room because they're all his theme. So they're all woodland themed. So we've got all that stuff to be able to decorate that whole one side of your room. We can put it up and cover that one curtain and everything. So it's the big billboard, that big, whatever you call that thing.
Just a drop down.
Yeah, the big backdrop. So we have this big backdrop, which we can actually pin up in the room that we can stick up that will go around the curtain, around the window, and it'll give like that whole theme on that side of the room. We need to get the TV mounted in there. But yeah. And then the cool part is we have my camera gear with us and we're able to like shut the one door into Sarah's room and we can pin
We're
up.
running to dress nice because we might do some pictures and stuff.
Yeah. But we're going to pin up, like I have this big white drop down curtain thing. So we're going to pin that up in Sarah's room and pin it up, but take it down also when we choose to. So we want to put that up and we can put the projector right up above the headboard of her bed, and we can project movies right onto the wall in there. So we can actually have a full-blown movie night kicking back on her bed with the whole wall as a he's going crazy right now. So yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. Like we're just gonna have a really nice, chill, relaxing night. No, you're fine. You stay put.
Oh my god, it's a weenie dog.
Oh, hello. What are we driving?
I'm sorry. I had to.
Just make sure he doesn't on the chair by you.
Oh no, he's like looking underneath the chair, like, excuse me.
Thank you. Want to have a great day?
He's cute.
Yeah.
He kisses. He's like, hello.
He gave me kisses. Kisses by a cute weenie dog. A purebred weenie dog too. Him's sorry.
Jealous now.
I know, right? Do you want to see? Yes, I did. I petted another dog. I'm sorry.
He's
like-
staring so hard underneath the chair. He's like,
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
Oh my god, he was so cute. Him's a daddy.
My first
Him's
reaction
got
when I saw
fried
the
brand new
dog-
babies at home.
I saw the doggy face. I was like, the wiener.
He's a weenie dog. Like purebred weenie dog.
Mhm.
He's probably like a standard size because he's like Godric size. I think a lot of people mistake like weenie dogs and think weenie dog. No, some weenie dogs are huge.
I know. I know. God, you don't listen for nothing.
And she doesn't. Yeah. You guys, by the way, Winnie Bear, she gives no shits.
You know her lay down. You feel her sit.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Something we're
Okay.
gonna have to work with her on is the biting. Like we have to get that under control.
And the thing is that she knows how to do these commands, like
Mhm.
sit and lay down. She refuses to
Yeah.
do them.
Oh, and I do need to call next week. Like we have to call next week. Like without a doubt, we need to make an appointment for both her and Tonks to go get their nails done.
Yeah, nope. Last time I tried to do that,
Yeah. You guys, here, somebody explain this to me because we both need to know. And I think I know what the problem ended up being. It was that Sarah was holding her, because had I been holding her, I think it would have gone completely different. For some reason, since Sarah's been pregnant, right, and this is starting back when she first got pregnant with Penelope, Winnie Bear has since nipped at Sarah, bitten at Sarah, bared her teeth at Sarah. She wants nothing to do with Sarah since Sarah's been pregnant. When Sarah was no longer pregnant with Penelope, Winnie Bear was like, oh, okay, she was fine. She didn't bite at Sarah anymore. She wasn't baring her teeth. Then she got pregnant again. Her hormones changed when she got pregnant with Oakley, and Winnie Bear went right back into like totally ignoring Sarah. Didn't want nothing to do with her. Well, now since she's been pregnant with Carlisle, she's nipping at Sarah. She's baring her teeth at her, yells at Sarah. Like, what the hell? She won't walk with Sarah on the leash. Sarah tries to get her out to the bathroom, and Winnie Bear will fight her. She will pull away from her. She wants nothing to do with her. But if I walk her out and I take her out, she'll walk with me. She'll do what she's supposed to do. She wants nothing to do with Sarah. But if Sarah is with me or like we're by each other or whatever, then she'll nip and bite at me as well because she's like, no, get away from me. I know that has something to do with like the hormonal change Sarah's going through with being pregnant that's causing Winnie Bear to behave that way. I have done Winnie Bear's nails since we've had her. Like I've done her nails at least once every month, sometimes twice. And I have never had a problem doing this pup's nails, right? She would just normally sit in my lap and I can clip her nails. No problem. And so we decided we needed to do her nails before we got into the RV, and sat her down with Sarah so we could get her nails done. And she went completely ballistic. You know those videos you find where the dogs are screaming and you haven't even touched their paw yet? That was Winnie Bear. She went completely nuts, and we hadn't even touched hadn't even touched a nail yet. And she's screaming like she's dying, and I hadn't even trimmed her nail yet. We got to the point I had to wrap her up in a towel.
She ended up peeing all
She
over.
peed all over herself, wrapped her up in a towel, but we had to cut them because her one nail, she has this weird nail on the front that just curls all the way under itself. And her quick is so long on it that you have to do that nail at least once every 2 weeks. Like you have to do that one nail. So it's not like this is something new. Like she gets that nail trimmed twice every month. And she went ballistic. And I don't know what changed or what happened. The only thing I can think of is we had Sarah hold her so that I could get all her nails this time, even her back
Minnie has
paws.
that little dog complex where she thinks that she's awesome.
Yeah. So we're not going to traumatize her like that again. So I am calling to make a vet appointment. Now, normally I would do Tonks's nails with a grinder, but he has several nails that are solid black. You cannot see where his quick is. And he has really long quicks on his nails. So what you would think his nails need to be at, you would actually hit the quick. So he's got extra, like he's got long nails for a dog. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule him and Winnie Bear both to go in and get their nails done. I just feel better letting somebody else do it that is more professional, that can take their time to get it done. So I think we're going to just go ahead and schedule them both in and just get their nails done. That is a big deal. I got somebody. Well, hello there. How are you?
And I don't mean big in the mean way. I mean like he's like the big Indian dude.
Finally, I wanted to stop being cold.
Not me. I
well, with my multiple surgeries, the cold
Oh,
in me.
shit, yeah.
No, I
That
can't
hurts.
stand it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that kind of
Hates the heat and lives in Arizona.
Yeah, make it make sense.
Get out.
They're not from here. Her ID is not from here. She's from
No.
Wisconsin, is what it says on her thing. So a lot of them are here because they get out of the cold to come here. So then once it gets too hot here, then they leave.
Warm, and they're like,
Yeah.
She goes, well, I don't. I want it to stay cold. And it's like,
Yeah, because then that means they have to go
I
back
hate
home.
the heat. Excuse you.
Yeah, they come here
Get
to
out.
get out of the ice cold, but then leave here before it gets too hot. That's why we call them snowbirds. They all come down here to
You
get out
guys
of the cold.
can't be like, oh, well, we want this temperature. It's like,
Yeah.
it's where we live. We don't live
Mhm.
here. Goodbye.
I prefer the warmer weather. Now, I hate when it's 120. Don't get me wrong. I hate that. But I'll tell you if it means we don't hit snowy weather here. Like this, we saw a snowplow this morning behind it. Like, wait, Sarah and I both were like, where's the snow? Where's this snow that you are going for? Because he was a full-blown snowplow. This wasn't like a truck for like clearing debris or whatever off the side of it. This was a
So I'm like,
full
excuse me.
on snowplow.
Y'all can't just like
And so we're like,
make it cold weather and not snow.
yeah, we're like, where's he at? He did end up getting on the I-40, which tells me he's headed towards Flagstaff. So they're calling in plows for the roads. So that's where he was headed. But
Stay
yeah.
nosy because it gets so cold out at night and shit. That
The
it's
other
so-
day, like what was it, last week? It got to 31 degrees out. Okay,
And
first
that's
of
not-
all, we don't get weather like that here. Just an FYI, like that is nowhere near the norm here. Like that is like we ended up getting a pipe freeze advisory across our state. Like people are like, yo, y'all are getting a weird cold front. So you might want to make sure that you keep some lines open and whatnot. Now I've dealt with, of course, like pipe freezing and stuff like that in Oklahoma. You can't like when you get a freeze advisory, you're required to make sure you turn your taps on to keep water moving through the tap so that you don't freeze your pipes closed. So you constantly, it's water moving all day and all night, but you want to keep it open. And so I just thought it was funny though, because we got a 31 degree night, the one night on the fan in the RV because it got so hot. And it's only because where we're sitting at. We had the sun beaming down on that one side all day. Now, when we get out of that area from where we're parked right now, and we can put the awning out, then that side of the RV won't get hot like that. But yeah, we have like this. The RV has an awning on it. Normally, the awning on that RV would only go from like the kitchen to the front of the RV. Ours actually covers from the front of the RV all the way past the bedroom. So it covers the whole length, the whole 29 feet of the RV. Okay. So it's really nice because we can pull the awning out once we're parked up somewhere. I'm still thinking about, because we're going Monday to go do the tags on it and get the new registration done on it so we can actually move it. And then I've got to go pick up my tow bar for the car, because the car is going to go on the back of the RV to be pulled. So once we get that done, we'll have all that. And the cool part is we didn't even know it until the other day when I turned on the fan. We have solar panels on the top. So there is a solar generated system for the batteries on the RV. So there is a thing that charges up the batteries on the RV. There's a solar system. I said that every time. There is a solar power system on the RV. Solar system. No. Every time. I say it every time. There is a solar power system on the RV. So that was another thing we didn't have to do too much with. So the cool part is, because it is so sunny out here, we can boondock for quite some time, other than needing to dump the tanks and fill the reservoir, the freshwater reservoir. Those two things are the only things that would keep us from being out for too long boondocking wise. Otherwise, boondocking would work. We'd be fine. We just keep the gas in the RV filled up, and we have the solar power system. Almost said it again. Solar power system to keep the batteries charged up, which allows you to continue being out and not being hooked straight up. The only thing I like about hooking straight up, is having constant water. It's these guys. You're hearing them. So yeah, it's having water, a constant water flow is the one thing I like. So that's the only thing I think that I would hate about boondocking, was being real picky choosy with the water. But that would be the only thing. I have to admit, though, it's really nice having an RV that the toilet just flushes. Like, we don't have to pour water in like we did with the other RV. We wouldn't have had to do that if the water line wasn't broken, that we could not get to. The stupid line was under the toilet and you couldn't get to it. And I did not have the long piece of equipment to get to it. But, oh yeah. And what's his name said? LT said Monday when we're back at the house, Monday, LT is going to help me he said he will climb under the RV. He goes, don't climb under there. You get underneath the seat, and we're going to get the couch out of the RV. It is excruciatingly heavy, and the spring on the one side is broken. I was wondering why I couldn't get that thing to stay snapped open where it's supposed to hold position. The spring is actually broken. I thought it just came off. I know, it's a hard thing to do. You almost jabbed me with that. She's all here. Yeah, but we need to do your nails and stuff. But yeah, Monday, our LT will be there. Monday, we can get that couch out. Get that couch out, and then we just have to figure out. I think I'm just going to put the litter box right there in the front, like in front of the passenger seat. I think it would just work out better that way. Just set it down there. And then we have to order a side mirror for the RV. Huh? Yeah. But yeah, we have apparently the passenger mirror got broken on the road trip back with the RV. And so my pops put the baby mirrors that people put on their seat, like on the seat in the back, so that you can look in your rearview mirror and see the baby. It's one of those attached to because the whole thing is there. It's just the glass piece got broken. The mirror piece itself on the inside of it got broken. So I got to figure out how to get that piece. get that piece, and then we just replace that. So we were laughing about it. They were like, that was creative. He was like, I stopped in at the Walmart and grabbed one because the thing got hit and it broke the glass. So I was like, oh no. And then the other thing, you guys, when we show you and do the walkthrough on the RV, you guys will see what I'm talking about. But we have several things that are going to get taken out of the RV. The big one is, of course, getting the couch out. It's a spot we do not use. We don't utilize it at all. And it's in the way of us being allowed to like put the baby swing there and like having that space to just move, like moving around. Like right now we have to walk between the couch and the dinette. The dinette set is very useful. We use it all the time. It's also pretty much our counter space because there is no counter space in the RV. Oh, you bumped your belly. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, bubbies. But yeah, we need to get you some little shirt things that tie right here so that you could always see your bump. It would be really cute because your bump is so cute, and it would be cute to have something that shows your bump all the time. It's such a cute baby. But yeah, we want to do that, and then we want to get the valances taken down. The only valance we can't take down is the one on the bunk, my bunk area, because that whole piece is like what holds the rod piece that goes at that funky angle for that front part of the thing. So I would have to figure out, I would probably take it down to color it to put it back up. Because I think because that's the only part of the whole house that has curtains. The rest of it is really pretty blinds at that. But the inside, you have these big valances that run across and then down. And the bad part about those is they are in the way. Like without a doubt, they're in the way. Like in Sarah's room, the valance thing sticks out like this far as like the headboard space of her bed. So we had to put like pillows there to keep her from whacking her head on that valance, the side running ones. So that's like a big deal, getting that cleared up. Other than that, like those are like getting those all taken down, because otherwise like everything else, like the wallpaper, we both like the wallpaper in there. It looks really nice. It's like white with like these light gray designs. So it's really nice in there. But the rest of it is these mix matched flower patterns. Like the flower pattern of the valance is different than the flowers on the curtains. They're not even remotely the same. They're the same kind of color scheme, but they're a way different pattern. They're not even close to the same pattern. Huh?
Pandas are such babies.
Oh, I know. They're so hilarious. The guy's like, come here. Look at He's like, no. They're trying to get him back up on top. They're like, get over here. Whoop. And the guy's like, and the fact that they love to roll to go where they're going. They don't just walk. They just somersaults. When they're babies, they're hilarious. They're like trying to wrangle like 10 toddlers all built into one body.
You're like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come here. And then they hang on to you whenever you want them to stop. And they're like, no. And you're like,
mm-hmm. Oh my god, the lady trying to get through the thing with the rake.
Mm-hmm.
That was so funny. I watched that video like 10 times and laughed every time because she is working so hard to get that rake in there to get the stuff done. And that thing she can't get the rake in because she can't get the door, because she can't get through the door correctly to grab the equipment, because they all three of them are on her. And she's like, she's like, oh my god.
Yes, the person is here to play.
And they thought it was playtime. And she's like, and this is in China because that's where they're at. But yeah, it was funny.
They're adorable. They take a really good care of the pandas. So cute.
Yeah, they do. And it's rare for them to have babies because pandas are so lazy.
Mm-hmm.
They're so lazy they don't even breed. So a lot of the baby pandas that you see born in those captivity are because they're inseminated.
Mm-hmm.
They're not because they bred together. They make a big deal out of it when it does happen.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye. Well, hello there. Hi. How are you today? All right. What are we grabbing today?
This
have is menthol. That's what I want. Okay, just the regular menthol or the menthol lights? The regular menthol. What packs?
I found the store the other day when I did a cat food. And,
Yeah, you know these won't be sold anymore, right? These are because they're made in Korea. What we have on the shelf, once they're gone, they're gone. They don't even ship these to America.
I tried the earthy
The Burley? Yeah. But yeah, but this brand is not gonna be here anymore. Once these are not on the shelf,
What else is keeping them?
well, we have these three. These are, well, these two now, because this brand is not gonna be.
And that one would be.
Decades
Is
and
it a strong enough or a light?
These are stronger. They're stronger.
You don't have like,
No, not in this brand.
no, I just want to like, the same price, so.
Yeah, 21.52 sweetheart. And then are we doing a card?
Yeah.
On your card.
Will you bring your son down to this?
Yeah, I have to do it on this
No,
side.
no,
so my
it
machine's
is.
this way.
I'm going.
There you go.
Thank you.
Did you need a receipt?
Yes, please.
You want me to give that to you?
Thank you.
There you go. That's your bet. How much is it? The lighters are $2 each, and then 59 cents for these guys here. We don't have any normal size.
I'm always, that's all.
And we have also 59-cent ones. These work really, really good. I use these all the time.
I'll take that. Yeah.
Okay, well, now, right? All right, 63 cents. You bet.
I already got the receipt.
Yes. Did you want one for the lighter as well?
Yes.
There you go. Absolutely. Don't forget your keys right here, babe.
I'll be back then, wouldn't I?
I know, right? That's me. I do that. I'll fall down and I'm like,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Oh, your cards, hon. Don't forget these.
Gosh, you know what I mean? You're not alone.
That's why I was watching. I'm like, let's make sure everything makes it. Woo. There you go. All right. All right. I think you're ready to go this time, right? Take it easy, hon. You have a great day. You can go wash your noggin? Huh? You're like, no, I'm tired and I don't want to fall asleep. You gonna go get your blankie? You can go get your blankie. Both of them? Yeah, I know.
My back hurts.
Gotta love being pregnant. And of course, I've noticed, like what we were talking about last night when we could feel him, he is sitting in here, like inward. So he's pressing against your back a lot because your placenta's to the front, which is probably why I carried you so far in as well. It's because by the way, if you guys are wondering what we're talking about, Sarah has what they call an anterior placenta, which means it's to the front of her belly, versus a posterior placenta, which means it would have been towards the back or up at the top. So because her placenta is at the front of her uterus, the baby likes to keep his back to her back. So he's always got his legs and stuff facing his placenta. Most babies do. They normally are facing their placenta. So he always is either laying sideways here so that you can always see like where his butt and his back is to her sides, but he's never got his butt and stuff to the front because then he would be up against, like his back would be against his placenta. So
He's not in the position he's supposed to be in.
Yeah, we don't want him sunny side up. Like that's it would be a very long labor if he tries to stay that position. So
C-section, just fucking do it.
yeah, I know, right? So the biggest thing is like getting him to, even when it's time for delivery. Sarah did it. She did fine. Like when I was pregnant with her, at the end, right when I went in labor with her, she turned herself around and dropped down. And so she did have her back to my belly. But right now, Carlisle always has his back to her back or his back to her side. But he never, like when he does that, it's literally all his weight is shifted against her back. So it's
If
not
he don't move and move when he's supposed to.
Mhm.
move,
Well, he's
I'm
definitely
gonna
head
be like,
down.
Brandon.
right, but he's definitely head down, and he's like he likes to kick up into her
And then
rib
he'd be
cage.
like, come talk to your nephew and tell him to get me a position.
Tell your nephew to get where he's supposed to be. But yeah,
It's so awkward when you're a person that did it through artificial insemination and she's like, well, just have sex.
no,
You
Yeah.
do understand that I did it in the artificial insemination way, so I didn't have to do that.
right, yeah,
Like, yeah, but it helps with transitioning.
no, actually, it doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. But they want to believe that. People want to believe that. Like I think people get stuck in these ways of thinking, oh well, it worked for me, and it's like, no, it just happened to be coincidental. Huge coincidence. Because out of all the videos we've watched of the baby mama dance, only one person I've ever seen out of probably the hundreds we have watched did a lady's water break mid song,
I think
mid dance, and they all pant like all the kids started laughing, like all her kids that were there with her. She has probably like 8 kids, and they all started laughing. And they're not little kids; these are old. Like this woman's kids were older kids. They all got a kick out of the fact that right midway through them making this dance for TikTok, her water broke, and it.
because it gets
Like-
closer to his due date and stuff.
Mhm.
When I get like 37, 38 weeks, I can always go for like really long walks. If we can walk down to the dollar store and I'll do like blood years and stuff.
Well, we won't be living up there. Hopefully by then, we're gonna be living up this
Well, no,
way.
what I'm saying though is like take a
Like
long
take
walks
a
and
nice
stuff
long
and,
walk,
like, do
whatever.
lunges
Like
and
get stuff moving. Yeah,
while I'm walking, so that way
try to
it
get
kinda
like
helps my body go.
yeah,
"Oh,
wiggle
okay."
him where he's supposed to be. Like give him the hint when
So
it's
my
time.
body's like, hey, yo,
When you think about that, that means if you think about 30 from you got 6 weeks till you're 36 weeks. So if this dude, he better stay in, honestly, because Sarah was a 34 weeker. She was born at 34 weeks, but Taylor was born right on time. Like I went into labor on my due date, but this little dude better stay in until at least 36 weeks. But we were talking about it the other day, and I was like, I don't know why, but there's just something about that just keeps nagging at me, thinking he's coming April 16th. I have a feeling he's coming April 16th. Now she's going to have this baby 10 days early, and that it's going to be his birthday on the 16th and her birthday on May 16th.
Freaking March, where he's gonna come sometime in the beginning.
Remember, we were laughing when we said, watch him be an April Fool's baby. Watch him be born on April Fool's Day.
He's like, that.
A whole 26 days early. Yeah. That would be at 36 weeks. That would be like 6 weeks from now. You're like, dude. But that would be funny. It would be funny.
All these freaking videos of babies being born early and
Mhm.
people going to labor, and I'm like, I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
Stop it.
It's just prepping you. I used to watch a thing on it used to be on TLC. They don't even have it on there anymore. It's called A Baby Story. And they go through like the last few weeks of a woman's pregnancy and then watch them deliver the baby. And I used to be stuck on that show. I used to watch that show. Huh? Yeah, it's warm in here. It's 78 degrees in here. So let me go fix it because it's warm in here. The heater is like set. She keeps moving this and I keep putting it back down to 76 and she keeps putting it back up to 80. And I'm like, can you stop doing that?
Watch, when it gets 120 up, she's going to have it all the way down to 50s. I can tell you that. Right
Oh, no, she's not, because Robin will wring your neck.
Of course you will. But she
No,
does it
we're
when
not
nobody
allowed
else
to
is
mess
here.
with the thermostat from 72 during the summer. It's
She
hard to
puts it
stay.
down to 60.
I know. I was like,
So-
what the heck? No, it's not allowed to go down below 72 because of
You're
the
gonna
utility
have to tell
bill.
her about that. Yeah, she does it whenever.
Yeah.
Because then she sits here and it's like 70, and she goes, "It's so hot," and I'm like,
It's not hot at
It's not.
72.
"She's like, I'm burning up." I'm like,
Mhm.
"You got problems, girlfriend."
But yeah, I don't know. I feel so like now that things are starting to come together with the RV, and now that we've like officially, hi Tiffany. Now that we officially got the move done, like
Doing
feels
all the
good.
moving stuff, and we like did all this stuff with all the money, and the money got all.
oh, everything
sucked
just
up.
went all to
I don't
crazy.
feel like we're all hectic anymore.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
it
It's
still
like
feels
this feels
bleh.
like tomorrow I get paid tomorrow, and this check that I get tomorrow will be like this is the first check that I'm getting where everything's going to be paid and we're still going to have stuff left. And it's going to be put away because of course we need to do the next $3,000 for the rest of the payoff for the RV.
We gotta put the money away for the ultrasound stuff.
Yeah, I've already got that
and
all
then
figured out.
buy stuff for tacos.
Who is Sarah? Oh, how is Sarah? I was like, who is Sarah doing? She said, oops, I mean, how? How is Sarah doing?
I'm not doing anybody.
She's not doing anybody, Tiffany. No, but anyway, she's doing good. Hey, Sarah, who are you doing?
Myself.
Yourself. Self-love.
That's gross. That's gross.
She said, that's gross. It's not, no shame to anybody who does.
Man,
But
I'm
that
gonna
was
get
funny.
freaked out.
No, she's doing good, Tiffany. She's doing good. She's uncomfortable right now because little dude's got himself pressed against her back and he's got his feet in her rib cage. So he's having a whole fun moment right now, and she's not having fun. But she's doing good other than that.
It was so hot. Like,
It was go open the front, like go open the door if you need some air moving through here. Like go stand out there for a minute. It's the air's not like cold, but it's not hot either.
He said,
She is 29 weeks, almost 30 weeks. She'll be 30 weeks in a couple days. Belly. Hello, baby.
I know it doesn't look that big, but that's because
He's pushed to her back right now.
mm-hmm.
He's like against her back.
I know.
Come here, you got a Riggy hair. Oh my god. Nope, this one's a Gracie hair. Hers is the only one that's like that color. Dear Timmy. Dear Timmy.
Yeah.
So I know I was trying to get him to roll so he's not against your back like that. But yeah, he's sitting right up against her back again. So 10 weeks left. She's got 10 weeks left.